Alzheimer's, how to plan for this.
Our involvement started in 1973. I mean, it's kind of amazing. That's the year I graduated from the Stanford Law School. And rather than do what all my fellow graduates did, which was join big law firms, I created the first free legal services program for older individuals in the entire nation. So Senior Adults Legal Assistance, SALA, still exists today in Santa Clara County. So in the 70s, I started immersing myself in these kinds of issues and how do you deal with them? And what are the government benefit programs that could be relevant, that could be helpful? Just a myriad issues that nobody before that had ever explored. So there we were, getting involved, learning about dementia, a term I didn't even know about until I started, again, immersing myself in the field. In the 80s, we started working very hard to help create and develop the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association, the ADRDA, which is still the actual legal formal name of the Alzheimer's Association. So this goes back to the 80s. A physician, local physician, Gary Steinke, some of you might know, he and I and a woman whose husband had the disease, we were on television, we were on the radio, we were doing all we could to build awareness and start to develop the legal tools with which we are now so fluent. And now we teach other attorneys about how to do this. So, the really important point here is that we didn't come to this field because, oh boy, it's a business opportunity. We started the field. We did it because of devotion and interest, and that was before my mother had the disease. We were more equipped. We were familiar with the options. We weren't devastated to see the progress because we were familiar with it. That didn't make it easier. There's no question about that, but we were equipped. And I always do a little show and tell. The first book about Alzheimer's disease was this book, 35 years ago, Understanding Alzheimer's Disease. And the author and editor asked me to write, I wrote the chapter on legal planning. So again, our history with Alzheimer's Association and the issue it's as deep and as rich as it could possibly be. We continue to focus on this. It's something we feel very deeply about. And uniquely, as we get into these programs, we understand how to integrate this issue with all other aspects of planning. And it takes 20 years of experience to know how to do that. So it's a privilege to continue to work with the Alzheimer's Association.
Talk to us. I know that this is what we do. You need to work with experts to sort through this. And there's no one size fits all situation, but we can walk you through it step by step. And we can make sure your plan is updated properly. Because if it isn't updated, it hasn't been updated for a while, this might be our last chance. You might lose the opportunity to update it forever if you don't come in and get that done, get that help, and talk to the Alzheimer's Association. Claire and her team are amazing. That 24/7 helpline available at alz.org. Another wonderful, wonderful resource. So easy to contact us. Leave a comment. If you're watching this as a recording, leave us your question. What can we be helpful with? Gilfix.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you found this helpful and want to share this with someone in your family who needs to hear this.